No politics, but I like a lot of the messages in this song. I don't belong to either party. The fact we only have two parties in itself is a disgrace and a problem. But if you got a problem with America,
my people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, make USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag. American flag. Hammers like I do construction. Ammo, I'ma shoot at something. Why you think we own these guns so we can just go do some hunting? You must not pay close attention.
Government, they want division.
Only treason if you lose. I guarantee we come out winning. Let my flag fly high like eagles.
You know, again, I know this is a politically driven song. I don't personally believe in that. Just keep in mind, only having two parties, in my personal opinion, is the illusion of choice. We should have 3 to 5 parties in true choice and decision. But the thing to keep in mind, I always see this meme that I think is so true, that when a leader, or more like a politician, because we don't have leaders in this country, we have politicians, when they're under scrutiny or when people are starting to figure out that they're not really as good as what you otherwise think or whatever the case, you just gotta, it's that meme where there's a bunch of rioters down below the ivory tower, and there's people with pitchforks, and there's people with torches, and the aide is whispering to the king, you just have to convince the pitchfork people that the torch people are trying to take their pitchforks. I see that in so many ways in our current political parties. Manipulation from the parties themselves, from outside influences, which may or may not be American. So don't allow division to cause hate and further divide. As Americans and really as humans, if you actually have an open conversation with people, 80-90% of things we will agree on, right? I mean, I think we, for the most part, can agree on things that we want for outcomes. You know, obviously one hot button topic is, guns and school shootings, mass shootings. I think we can all agree mass shootings and school shootings need to be prevented. That's a big part of it. I think we disagree with how, and I think we need to have more open conversations about it. I personally take a lot of pride in keeping an open mind, in never just sticking from one perspective and finding ways to defend it. This day and age, literally the way that search engines and algorithms work, if you believe something, you will find evidence to support it. If you keep an open mind and you start to have conversations and try to find non-biased sources and even proactively look for information from both points of view, I think that's a much better way to go about, personally, to go about living life and trying to figure out where you stand on certain, policies or political stances. So please don't take songs like that or certain comments I make or certain beliefs in the Second Amendment or First Amendment, which is super, super important, as me, standing on one side or the other of the political parties. I just believe very much in America. I believe in the freedoms and opportunities that we have. I'm extremely grateful for those opportunities. I know that opportunities look different for different people. I know there's different challenges for different people. I know I look like I probably grew up in a more country type setting. I grew up in one of the most diverse schools and school districts in the country, in one of the most diverse states, and I'm very proud of that. I love my upbringing. I love the fact that the very first time I had culture shock, it was in college, because my college was almost all white and I had never ever been to a school where I was part of a majority as far as just facts that way go. And so please take away from this that America is the land of opportunity, that we should, I hope, all keep an open mind and have more proactive conversations, and that we should, in my opinion, aim to have more political parties, more variety. I don't know how we would ever get there, because there's always going to be taking away from the, one side will take away from the other if there's a split, and that could end up completely determining elections. So I'm not sure how or if that would ever happen. But I'm not trying to get political when I'm, singing songs like that or putting things like that on. I'm usually just resonating with a message that's being sent and wanting to share that with you guys. So for whatever it's worth, that's where I'm coming from. My mission is self-reliance through sustainable living, and we're here to build a community. Click here to subscribe to be sure to get more awesome content for living off the land. And be sure to go in to enter for notifications. Click that bell, get notifications, and stay in tune. Subscribe, watch, and comment. Let's build a community. See you soon.